My name is JoEllyn Sumner and I'm the Tuneful Teacher, and I'm coming to you guys right now because I've had some people ask about what is first steps in music and why is it important to my children and my life and how can it affect it. So I just wanted to take a few minutes just to talk about what first steps in music is, and why I'm doing it, why I want you to be a part of it as well. So let's go right here. So First Steps in Music is a curriculum designed by Dr. John Feyerabend, and this was about 20 years ago. He created First Steps in Music, and he did this by researching. He sent his grad students out into the field and they did field recordings. Where did they do these recordings? Well, they actually went to nursing homes and they interviewed people that were over the age of 80. And the people over the age of 80 had distinct recollections of the songs that they sung and they were a part of, that they participated in when they were young. They also interviewed people that were 60 and above, and guess what? They didn't have as much recollection. It's really the people that were 80 and above that remembered these things. And so that made me wonder, I'm like, wow. So there has to be some sort of scientific research behind this too. And there is. The neuroscience behind First Steps in Music is that the earlier we can get music into our children's ears, the better those neural fibers will connect and make connections throughout the whole brain so that their musical aptitude will be large. Let's take a clay pot, for example. If you're only given a small bit of clay, you can only make a small pot. But if you're given a large slab of clay, you can mold that into quite a large pot or vase. So you want to give your child as much exposure to music and singing and quality literature as well. I know that we are tempted to always put on the iPad and let kids sit in front of YouTube, but right now we have an opportunity. I see this COVID experience, us being in our homes, as a way to connect with our children on a deeper level. Create those bonding moments that they'll remember for the rest of their lives when they're 80 and 90 years old, that they can pass on to their children as well. So research, the neuroscience facts behind the First Steps in Music program is that if you are exposing your child to beautiful folk songs and classical music, that they are going to remember these things. They are going to be tuneful, beatful, and artful people. They're going to remember you playing with them. And I think that that's really, really important to hit before age 7. And as a music teacher, I only see students from kindergarten to 4th grade. And guess what? By age 7, all of those fibers and neurons in your brain have already made those connections by age 7. So around age 2 is really the prime time. Before and up to the age of 2 is really the time that we need to be educating these kids musically, so that they can make those musical connections and they can have the highest musical aptitude, so that they can be beatful teenagers and not afraid to dance at their school prom, or that they attend orchestra and opera and musical theater performances and feel moved by music. The goal of First Steps in Music, which I really appreciate, is that it's not about making musicians out of everybody. It's not about the 15 to 20% of kids that will go on to be musicians and singers and things like that. It's really we want to get 100%. We want to get to the whole population. We want everyone to feel that they can sing a song with their family. And we want everyone to feel like they can dance and keep a beat and feel good about themselves doing it. So that's one of the greatest things about this program. It's really appealing to the masses and not just the select few that consider themselves a music professional or a musical performer. And finally, professional practice. I'm a music teacher. I've been teaching for 15 years. Can you tell? And I just love my job so much. And I have a master's degree in education. I have numerous hours, hundreds, if not 500 hours of professional development. I'm a professional music person, and I want to teach you, the parents, how to be musical with your children. This is not a Raffi concert. I am not coming into your living rooms and entertaining your kids and they're just sitting there watching me. No, I am teaching you, the parent, about how to interact with your kiddo so that way you have the practice of doing that with them. And I'm going to guide you step by step by step. And we are going to have the best time. And you are going to so appreciate what I can bring to you as a musical professional. I am not a storefront, you don't know where this person came from, part-time employee. I am a musical person, so I promise you I'm going to give you quality professional practice and pedagogy, and I'm going to put it on your level so that you understand what to do. Okay, finally, we want to make music makers. Let's be music makers right now. Let us not sit back and be music consumers. Our society has went from a making society to a consuming society. Families used to live closer together. Families used to be larger. Grandparents lived closer to families, and they were able to pass down those fun rhymes and songs more easily to their grandchildren. But now there's that a little bit more separation, and families are smaller and they're living farther apart. So what do? Well, we need to know what to do, and that's what my job is. I'm gonna tell you what you can do, from bounces and wiggles and tickles, to simple songs and circle games, to how to make some instruments around your house if you can't get out and purchase something. I have suggestions on Amazon that can be delivered, or just do it yourself instruments at home, which is a lot of fun. And you can involve your kiddos in that as well. I value this program so much. I'm excited about making a difference into the lives of families, even more so than I can in school. I really appreciate your time and listening in today. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I will get to those as soon as I can. The Tuneful Teacher, JoEllyn Sumner, signing off for now. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you understand why First Steps in Music is so important to the life of your child and enriching your life as well. Have a great day.